that there's nothing better than seeing those young players make their debut or score their first goal or move and play in the Premier League or international football like Ollie Watkins. It's an incredible feeling for everyone who's been involved in that process. The football club has spent a long period of time now where it's been reliant on the academy and some of the players that the academy produces. That's something that we're very proud of as a football club, and as an academy we're extremely proud that we can have that big an impact and a support towards our first team, first and foremost. And look, as I say, a lot of time, effort, work, attention to detail goes into that, particularly in this last couple of years where we've had to really think outside the box and go above and beyond and find ways to make sure that these young players are still getting what they need and they're getting the best chance. But you are only as good and can deliver as much as the players are willing to put the practice in, and they've been fantastic through that period of time because their attitude and application has matched that of the staff, and that's why that the players continue to progress.
And that should be that. And it's Chad Gribble.
If I put sort of a player's head on, and I was a young player within our academy or looking to move into our academy, I think there's a clear pathway. There's a clear opportunity. It's evident that the current management team within our first team really support and believe in our young players. And when if those young players get to a place where they look like they're good enough, that they will play, they will get that opportunity. So I think that makes us unique. We do think outside the box, and a lot of things we're doing currently and have done for the last 10 plus years are different to other academies. And we have to work like that. We're never going to have some of the finances, resources and opportunities that some of the slightly bigger football clubs have in higher categories, but we certainly find a way to match those on regular occasions, particularly in some of the games we play, and that is off the back of the amount of work that goes on. But behind the scenes here, there are people that work a ridiculous amount of hours, put an incredible amount of effort and thought into what they do, and it's evident on a daily basis how much they care about the players. And that's always got to be at the forefront of our minds. That's why we do what we do. There's nothing better than seeing those young players make their debut or score their first goal or move and play in the Premier League or international football like Ollie Watkins. It's an incredible feeling for everyone who's been involved in that process. And that's what drives the staff every day to continue to go above and beyond. I think that's what makes us unique. There's a group of people here that don't see this as their job. They see it as their passion, their hobby, and that they want to drive one another to make sure the players get everything they possibly need to succeed. All of the members of the coaching staff within the first team have been in our academy. They know the work that the academy do to try and help develop, improve and produce the players that they need. But what is unique is the amount of feedback, the alignment that is in place between the first team and the academy to ensure that happens. I don't think there's many football clubs that have as regular contact that we get with the first team staff. I don't think there's many football clubs where the manager certainly knows all of the youth team players by name, by position, by attribute, and is really, really interested in how they're developing, and wants an opinion and a say and wants to contribute on how we help improve those players. It's for us as a staff to have their support on a regular basis out on the training pitch, and another thing that makes us unique and that should make players excited about being part of this program, because just the attention to detail that they get right from the top and the alignment being so tight is what gives those players the best chance of progressing. It's no accident that they're breaking in and playing in our first team. It's what the staff clearly want, and they spend as much time as us as academy staff in trying to make sure that happens. So we're forever grateful for that. But it really does make us unique, and it makes it a fantastic club to be involved at. It's why coaches work in youth development. It's what you put the time, effort, and hours in for. It's not about us. It's 100% about the players, and that's what you dedicate your working days and working weeks to, really. And there's no prouder moment. It's just great to be, in the stand or watching the game on TV or whatever it is, and you have an emotion within you that I can't really explain, but it really makes all that time and effort and those difficult moments worthwhile. And you just hope that you can continue to support those players, and they can break in and stay in and go on and have long careers, because an incredible amount of stuff behind the scenes from players, from parents, from staff starts right at 7, 8 years old. And it takes a long time just to even get close to that opportunity. So not many get that opportunity. A lot end up falling by the wayside, go on usually to achieve great things within football or outside of football. And I think it's another thing that makes us unique here is players tend to leave our programme better young men than when they started, with more life skills than when they started. And they go on to be successful in whatever they do, in whatever walk of life. But those who do end up breaking in football, there's a real sense of pride that comes from the academy. And from being at those games, I can just tell how much the supporters love that as well. That there's nothing better than that homegrown player who comes through your academy and can step up and produce for your first team. And you can just feel that atmosphere within the stadium amongst the fans when those players are on the pitch. We aspire in the academy from day one, really, to produce players for our first team and beyond. It's what we want for the players. Again, there's no prouder moment, and probably Ollie Watkins is the one to look at when you get someone playing regular Premier League football and playing on an international stage. And a lot of people within this football club have been part of that process and part of that journey. And our records and productivity within those players moving on when they're at the level is quite impressive for a club of our size. And again, that should be something that's attractive to young football players in our area who maybe have decisions to make, or outside of our area if they're not quite successful in the way Czech was. Look, Czech had other opportunities alongside us. We're delighted he chose us. I'm pretty certain he's now delighted that he chose to come here. But yeah, for sure, that is something that should inspire players to want to be part of what we do, because they really do get a real good opportunity here.